Hey friends, welcome back. Happy almost Halloween. I cannot believe that is just right around the corner. I am so excited. And so today I decided it'd be fun to do a little very chatty Halloween get ready with me. Originally, this was going to be just a standard witchy vintage get ready with me, like the one that I did last year, but I decided to turn the notch up just a bit. I'm gonna be doing my makeup to look like a 1960s space alien. So still within the vintage realm, but still Halloweeny and fun and costumey. Mason and I are actually going to a Halloween party today to my best friend's house, and like super last minute, we're gonna go at something else. This idea just popped in my head and I was like, oh my God, 1960s space aliens, because you know in the 60s, like the space age fashion took off. People were a lot more interested in things about space. It's gonna be rambling. I'm already rambling. I'm talking a lot. I'm gonna start with the hair. I'm gonna go with a 60-ish do. This one's inspired by Bridget Bardot, so I'm recreating the updo that I did for my Bridget Bardot hairstyles video. So here we go. If you're not looking for a super chatty video today, I do apologize. It's been a while since I've done like a chatty get ready with me, and since I've done like a chatty just general update. The last one that I did was the one back in the summer. Where is my headband? The last one that I did was in the summer when I talked about my frustrations and struggles. I kind of opened up. That was not a very fun or super exciting video. It was just a little bit more raw and me. I was not doing so well in the summer. I was like in this transition period of like my feelings of just trying to manage expectations here on YouTube. I won't bore you guys with all the details of what I said in that video because you might have watched it, and if you haven't, you can go watch it there. But you know, it was just kind of me opening up about my frustrations here on YouTube and just trying to manage my expectations of what I initially wanted this channel maybe to be. YouTube's hard is basically the gist of that. But yeah, I'm feeling much better. I'm happy with what I have. I also want to say I'm sorry if I seemed unappreciative, because I know that there are a lot of you that do support. I mean, one of my main frustrations was that even though I don't want this to be my job, I don't want to have like hundreds of thousands or millions of followers. I just want to build a bigger community. I'm not giving details, but I'm putting my hair into pink curls. I just thought my community should have been somewhere else. And you know, after that video and going on vacation to Japan and taking some time off and just thinking things through a little bit more in the summer, you know, I realized that I do have a community. It's a tiny one, but I have one, and you guys are so amazing, so supportive. There's a few of you, but you guys are so awesome and loyal and just encouraging all the time. You just really make my heart melt. I don't want to like single out everyone because if I leave anyone out, I'd feel. But there's a community. It's just smaller, and I'm happy with what I have. I was also going through, you know, like struggling with PMDD. I won't go into the details of that either. But yeah, for those that don't know, it's like an extreme kind of form of PMS where like your emotions and a lot of things are affected, and that kind of led to a lot of the sadness. So I'm managing that, in case anybody was wondering, anybody cares to know. And I'm working with my doctor to see like what we can do to help solve that. Overall, even without any medications or anything, I am feeling better. I'm just gonna continue doing what I love, and if more of you guys wanna join me here and be my friend, y'all are always welcome. And you know, if it stays the way it is, that's totally fine too. And also, it's been like a really cool past few couple of months. Like there have been a lot of you that have been coming on over. We hit 3,000. Thank you so much. Some like super awesome things have been happening. I mean, they may not be like that huge of a deal, but like to me they are. So I took part in Carolina Zabrowska's The Vintage Meme Mom here on YouTube. I took part in her Stripey challenge, and homegirl, the meme mom of all meme moms, she singled my video out and shared it, and I was just, she didn't have to do any of that, but that was just really sweet of her to share my video with her followers and, you know, kind of give me a nice little pat in the back. I wasn't expecting that. I was actually really scared to post that video. And then, you guys, I don't even know how to like even get started with this. I created a Catherine Zeta-Jones inspired makeup look on here earlier this year, like maybe 6 months ago or so. And it was based off of Catherine Zeta-Jones's look in Zorro. Yesterday, I was at the doctor's office waiting to get my blood drawn, super nervous. This is probably way more details than I need to give anyone. And I look at my phone and my Instagram starts blowing up. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I'm like looking through and I see that Catherine Zeta-Jones tagged you in a post. I think I got like a little woozy and dizzy. I click on it and I'm like, this must be like a fake account, like, you know, a fan account. It was her verified personal Instagram account. She freaking saw my video. She shared the entire thing from start to finish with her followers on Instagram, gave me a shout out, tagged me, gave me credit. It was insane, and I'm still processing this. I'm like so fangirling right now. Growing up, I loved her so much. Freaking telling this to my grandkids for the rest of my life. Honestly, I don't care what happens on here now anymore moving forward. Carolina Zabrowska, the meme mom, and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Yeah, I'm done. Bye. I'm throwing the towel. My life is made. I hope I don't sound like braggy or anything. I'm just really excited, you know, because it's a big deal to get your work noticed by people that you look up to and you admire. All right, that's all that I have to say about that. I had to pause there for a second and go look at myself in a bigger mirror to see what I was doing with my hair because I was a little bit distracted. And I'm gonna be painting myself green because I'm gonna be a green alien. Let's see how this goes. But yeah, everything's good. I super appreciate you guys. It was really good to just take the summer to think things through and come to terms and be happy and appreciate what I have. It was also really nice to go away and go to Japan. It was my first time, you know, going somewhere that far. It made me realize what was the most important in my life, you know, outside of like what I have going on here, which is my family, Mason, my husband, my dogs. Like everything else in my life is good for the most part, you know, my job. Ooh, here we go. Looks like I'm putting guacamole all over my face. Nice. So I don't talk about this a lot and I'm not going to go into too much detail, but my faith is a big part of my life, just because you guys don't see it on here and I don't share it on here. But yeah, I'm Catholic. I've always had a relationship with God. I go to church every Sundays. I'm in a choir, yada, yada, yada. And sometimes your faith just dwindles, and that's what was happening too. I think going away and rethinking that, I think I'm in a good place now. Now I think that we can shift gears to talk about more Halloween-y, spooky things. So I'm trying to go for like a just really cheesy green space alien, you know, like Star Trek. Shifting gears into spooky conversations. I really wish Mason was here because I don't really like to talk about it as much. I'm gonna remove this jacket. By the way, this is the dress that inspired this look. I got this dress at a Disney sample sale. Sometimes we have sample sales at work. It's an intergalactic looking dress. I'll show it a little bit more in just a bit. It's actually a Star Wars dress. So yeah, like I was saying, I don't like talking about this or thinking about it because I don't know if you guys are. Everybody has their own beliefs. I am a believer in ghosts. And I think that it takes a few things for some people to believe it, right? It's like, what are your views on life after death, on spirituality? It's also up to experience. And some people even experience it and don't believe, but I've experienced it and I believe. Trust me, friends, when I say that I have had some very, very terrifying encounters. I wouldn't say terrifying. Actually, one of them was terrifying. So I'll talk about that one. And I don't want to keep you guys here forever. That's probably like the biggest one. And maybe we can save other ones for some other conversations. I used to live in a haunted house. It's actually not too far from where I live right now. And this house, totally up to you with what you believe in. We didn't know it was haunted. My family had it for years. Ooh, it gives me chills even talking about it. I really wish. Am I gonna have to paint my armpit? This video is just all over the place. Weird things started happening. My family would hear footsteps. It's a 2-story house, but it's divided. So like at the bottom, it's one complex and at the top, it's another. So my family used to have people living at the bottom and they lived at the top. It was my grandma's home, and they used to hear things. They used to hear footsteps. The neighbors complained once that they thought somebody broke into the house while my family was out. Then, you know, my grandpa went up there like with a bat and a broom and like ready to beat up whoever was doing all that noise the neighbors said they were doing. They said it sounded like they were moving furniture, and when they went up there, nothing. And I'll give you guys some more examples of like when I was living there, because eventually my grandparents moved to the bottom and we moved to the top. But eventually my family asked around, like, you know, was there like a weird death or something? And there was nothing in particular. The people that they bought it from that they didn't know, this true, a neighbor let them know that there was a couple that lived there and that apparently the guy passed away. He died. We don't know if he died there or if he died in the hospital, but his partner essentially moved out. He sold the house and we bought it. So we think that maybe it's that guy's spirit. So eventually, long story short, eventually we moved to the top of the house. My grandma moved to the bottom. and I had encounters. I had quite a few encounters. The doors used to shut, especially the one in the restroom, and there could be logical explanations to it, but we had no like AC or a heater there, and there were no windows. Well, there was one like really tiny window by the shower, but that barely had any ventilation. And even if there was ventilation to shut the door, it wasn't like a the door would move. It was like bam, the door would slam, like somebody would pass by and just threw the door. That would happen. Dishes would fly off the kitchen racks. One of the really creepy things that would happen a lot, so I used to play in the living room and watch TV. The TV would turn on by itself, and it would always, without a doubt, turn on static. Really weird. Like I would be playing with my Barbies, and then suddenly, like it would, if I would leave it on the Disney Channel, it would not only turn on by itself and not on the Disney Channel, but turn on like super loud. The volume would go up and just super loud, creepy static. And the creepiest, by far, creepiest thing that happened to me was one time I was downstairs at my grandma's and my mom was there, and I was like 7 years old. Yeah, my brother was already born. I was 7 years old. I got mad at my mom about something. I was just being a bratty little kid. And I was like, I'm gonna go upstairs by myself and go play with my Barbies. So I turned on the TV and Disney Channel was always on. Disney lover for life. I was like, I'm gonna go into my room and go grab my Barbies. And as I was pretty sure I just heard some knocking, and there's nobody at the door because the dogs would have moved. And as I got up from the living room to go down the hallway to get the Barbies, I heard it. I heard the footsteps. I'd always heard them before from my grandma's downstairs, but I had never actually experienced them with me in the house, much less alone. I was walking down the hall, and it's literally like you can hear and you can feel. I could hear and feel someone walking towards me, like regular footsteps, but they were heavy footsteps. And I just felt like this presence coming towards me, and I think I turned white. Like the sound would get closer. I yelled so hard and I ran out. I didn't even close the door, and I ran downstairs and I told my mom, and she was like, oh, that's what you get for being a brat. I mean, she did comfort me after, but oh my God. I'm gonna grab some light green eyeshadow and go over my brows with it. I wasn't looking for it. You know, a lot of people see things sometimes because they're kind of looking for it. They're hoping for something scary to happen. You know, like Mikey, Glam, and Gore. You know, I wasn't doing any of that. I was a 7-year-old kid minding my own business. There was an angry spirit in that house, or something that wanted attention. And I've had other experiences. I'm not gonna go into them. Now I'm just gonna focus on finishing this makeup. I'm gonna contour my nose a bit with dark green eyeshadow from my NYX eyeshadow palette. That's what I've been using. There's been other experiences. I won't go into them today because I don't wanna keep you guys here forever, and I just wanna finish this makeup. So the house where my parents live down the street, weird stuff there too. Apparently, we didn't know this, but a longtime family friend, she used to like hang around, you know, like on the streets with a lot of people, like back in the 80s, 90s, and she let us know that the house that we live in, she used to hang out there and knew like one of the, I guess, homies. And apparently one of the people that used to hang out there too, he didn't live there, but he hung out in the home that I grew up in, was Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. He murdered quite a few people. So a serial killer used to chill in my home. And I'm not saying that he murdered anyone there or anything like that, but creepy things have definitely happened there, like faucets moving and turning and like, but you know, we'll save that story for some other time if you guys are interested at all in even hearing it. Now let's just talk about this makeup and finish it up. I'm just gonna do some contouring now right here with my green eyeshadow still. I'd love to hear though, if any of y'all have any experiences with ghosts, let me know down in the comment sections below. I look like Amora from Guardians of the Galaxy right now. I'm gonna put some eyeshadow on. So I'm just gonna remove the green paint to kind of have a nice base. I'm taking my Beach Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette, and I'm taking the color Milky Way, which is a really light shimmery purple. It's like a violet. Very, very fitting for this tutorial. My friend Cheryl Poe, she's here on YouTube. She sent this to me for my birthday, was it? And I freaking love it. I'm gonna go back in with my purple eyeshadow from my NYX Ultimate palette. I'm gonna try to do like a 60s cut crease. It's not really 60s cut crease. Whatever. I'm gonna put some purple glitter on my eyes, but I forgot it, of course. Okay, I got it. I'm taking my JCat purple glitter. This is in Robotic Purple. We're really going with the space theme today in terms of makeup I'm using. Now, I'm trying to debate whether I wanna do these crazy eyelashes that are green. Do I wanna do it? Oh, they're too big. I wonder if I could cut them. Trimmed them down and point cut them. Yeah, I just made these dramatically smaller because I don't want these to be bothering me through the rest of the night. So for the lips, I'm gonna take my LA Color Girls Lip Duo lip pencil and take this like bright pink. I don't know why I'm really liking this bright pink to combine with the rest of the colors. You know what? We need some more drama. I'm gonna take my purple LA Colors eyeliner and wing things out a little more. Okay, now I think we're really done. Now I'm just gonna go paint the rest of my body, like the little patches and stuff. Paint my husband because he's gonna be my alien partner, and I'll be right back. This is the final look. I have my little antennas that I DIY'd myself, my gloves from the dollar store, and my dress that I got for $1. Then I put on my H&M boots. These are some really old boots that I have that are 60s, 70s looking with some stockings. Oh yeah! And my space gun. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you were able to stick through this super long rambly video. Yeah, if you have any spooky ghost stories that you want to share, are you a believer? Let me know down below, yes or no. I'm gonna go off to this Halloween party as a 1960s space alien. So I will see you guys very soon with another video. Know that I appreciate you guys and love you guys so much. Like I said, y'all mean the world to me. I might have a tiny community, but you guys are the bestest. As always, sending you guys a really big virtual hug wherever it is that you are in the world or in space. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Do, 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 do.